The protest is losing steam in Lagos as the turnout continues to shrink. Despite their reduced numbers, their voices are still as loud as ever. Not even after the president's public broadcast appealing to them to end the protest and embrace dialogue.
We say that we have a right to respond to the president. Mr. President is calling for dialogue, yet his security forces are arresting peaceful protesters in Abuja, in Lagos. We say that it is unacceptable.
It is the same policies and program that Tinubu is implementing, that was implemented by the Obasanjo regime when it returned back to power, that was implemented by Buhari when it came into power, that was implemented by Goodluck Jonathan. And what are the details of those programs? Programs and policies that are dictated by the IMF and the World Bank to deregulate, de-invest, stop the state from exercising the right of employing the wealth and resources of Nigeria to develop Nigeria.
Across the city, commercial activities have fully returned. Businesses have fully reopened. In Abuja, the situation was not much different. Commercial activities are returning to normalcy. Some of the protesters who had come out to the National Stadium to continue the demonstration were denied access as security agents mounted barricades. Nonetheless, the protesters made a case for their demands.
We are telling the president, be humble enough, remove the corruption in subsidy and restore subsidy. It is the corruption in subsidy that all the major presidential candidates identified, and all of them agreed that they were going to remove subsidy.
He has not addressed the needs of the people. We told him the needs, the demands. Leave the petrol the way you made it.
On Sunday, President Bola Tinubu addressed the country on the protest for the first time, appealing for an end and explaining that the demands of the protesters are already being addressed.
My dear Nigerians, especially our youths, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive these protests, and I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens. But we must not let violence and destruction tear our nation apart. We must work together to build a brighter future where every Nigerian can live with dignity and prosperity. The task before us is a collective one, and I am leading the charge as your president.
Some have criticized the president's speech, saying he did not go far enough to address the demands of the protesters. Elsewhere in the country, especially in some northern states, curfews are still in place as the situation remains fluid, even though normal business activities are also returning there. Deji Badimasi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.